Hari Om. Hari Om. Thank you. Namaste to all. Prostrating at the lotus feet of Brahmanishta Sadguru Swami Virajeshwara Saraswati and the entire Guru Parampara on behalf of all of us. Today's discourse on Viveka Chudamani will continue. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Sri Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krudau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham Om Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwaraya Hari Om. Before we start today's discourse, one small announcement from our side. Next Sunday, that is 29th of August, and the coming Sunday after that, that is on September 5th. So 2 consecutive Sundays, the live discourse of Viveka Chudamani may not be possible from our side due to the shifting of or relocation of our house. So in all probability, next 2 consecutive Sundays, the discourse may not be there. So you have to bear with us for the small interval. Last time we had stopped at shloka number 268, verse number 268. So today 269 onwards, the discourse will continue. Please remember, the highest truth is being expounded. The ultimate Advaitic truth is being expounded in all these shlokas. And repeatedly, Acharya Bhagavad Pada, in a different, simple Sanskritam words, he tries to repeat so that we Ajnanis will understand to some extent what he is trying to convey to us. Acharyaru pade pade, bere bere, sundaravada, pada samuಚ್ಚಯಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಗಂಭೀರ ಶೈಲಿಯಿಂದ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ತತ್ವಮಸಿ, ನೀನು ಅದೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀಯಪ್ಪ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಹಾವಾಕ್ಯವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ನೀನು ಸ್ವಯಂ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಗಾತ್ಮ ಸ್ವರೂಪನೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀಯ. ದೇಹಕ್ಕೂ ಬುದ್ಧಿಗೂ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೂ ಇತರ ಅಂತಃಕರಣ ವೃತ್ತಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಮೀರಿದಂತಹ ಆ ಸತ್ಸ್ವರೂಪ, ಚಿತ್ ಸ್ವರೂಪ, ಆನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ನೀನೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀಯ. ಈ ಜೀವ, ಜಗತ್ತು, ಈಶ್ವರ ಅನ್ನೋ ಈ 3 ವಿಧದ ಈ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೂ ಅಡಿಪಾಯವಾಗಿ ಅಧಿಷ್ಠಾನವಾಗಿ ನೀನೇ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀಯ. ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ, ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ, ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ ತಿರೋಧಾನ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ what Acharya said very simply but beautifully. Jnatva swam pratyagatmanam, after knowing your reality, after knowing your true nature, Jnatva swam pratyagatmanam soham ityeva sadvrutya anatmani atmamatim jahi. After realizing your nature, true nature, always abide by in that particular state of mental perfection, mental purity, Vishuddha Sattva, Pradhana Manasthiti, Prashanta Manasthiti. You should abide by in that. What is that? Soham, I am that only. I am neither the body, nor the indriyas, nor the antakaranas like buddhi, manas, ahankara, chitta. All that, the ahankara, ego, is a primordial culprit here, which is itself a mithya. And that ahankara, myself, me, concept, I concept, automatically gives rise to mine concept, mamakara. So ahankara, there is individual perception. I am this body. Along with that, mamakara, these people are mine. Please, always, this is a central dogma of Advaitic philosophy. The moment ahankara is there, right from the birth till the death, mamakara goes with that. Just like the shadow goes along with the object. When the light falls on the object, shadow is created. But the shadow is not independent. It is a dependent on the object. So wherever the object moves, the shadow also will move when the light falls on the object. Like that, when the ahankara is there, me, mine, me, myself, nano, ano bhava. Along with that, mamakara is always there. You cannot separate. Vedanta is very clear. Acharya is very clear. All Mahatmas are very clear. You cannot separate ahankara from mamakara. If you kill the ahankara, if you annihilate the ahankara, then automatically mamakara will go. Only few are mine. Only select entities are mine. That will go away. Then you develop automatically the sarvatma bhava. That is to be experienced. That cannot be experienced. When everything is yourself, what earlier foolishly you thought only your people are yourself, they are also included in the everything. Sarvatma bhava. You become the substrate. You are that Brahma Padartha. You are that consciousness, supreme consciousness. In the canvas of the entire consciousness, this world has appeared like a dream. Objects have appeared like a dream. Entities have appeared like a dream with a different name, shape, form, and size. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Kriya, Vikriya. Bheda. So, Jnatva swam pratyagatmanam soham ityeva sadvrutya anatmani atmamatim jahi. All this is anatma. Remove your feeling that you are this body, you are this thing, you are that thing, these people are yours, that is a different object, this is a different, see, world is different, I am different. All this, everything is a jada, anatma. So with that, next, now he comes to the famous Vasanakshaya Prakarana, as it is called. Before that, actual shloka, one or two small things. Introduction. ವಾಸನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಎರಡು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ. ಸಂದರ್ಭಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಸಾರವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ವಾಸನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪದಗಳು. ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಸಾಯೋ ತನಕ ನಾವು ತೋರಿಸುವ ನಡವಳಿಕೆಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ವರ್ತನೆಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಅನಿಚ್ಛೆಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಆ ವಾಸನೆಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬಿಸುತ್ತವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ ಇತರರಿಗೆ. ಇತರರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರೋದು. ಜನ್ಮ ಜನ್ಮಾಂತರಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಆ ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲೂ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮಕ್ಕೂ ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಸನೆ. So the two words vasana and samskara in general they mean the same thing. Though there is a finest specific difference between the two words, I will not go into the details of that. Overall, vasana, samskara, both they mean the same. They are the impressions, They are the inborn instincts, your behavior pattern, your way of talking, your way of dealing with the things, with the prapancha, your mindset, everything reflects your samskaras, vasanas, carried from previous births. So the vasanas are so strong from hundreds of births they are there. Even now they are there in our body, your body, my body. Very difficult to get rid of unless with a concentrated Shuddha Sattva Buddhi. By grace of the Guru, you can cut down the vasanas to some extent, but not completely. Not completely. That is a one major problem with that. So in Vedanta, now there is a concept here used called Eshana. Eshana Traya. Traya means a triad, group of three. Traya ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂರು, ಮೂರರ ಗುಂಪಿಗೆ ತ್ರಯ ಅಂತ. ಏಷಣ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶಬ್ದ. ಏಷಣಾತ್ರಯ. What is this ಏಷಣಾತ್ರಯ? It is a Vedantic concept. Every jiva, individual, is by birth till death, he is bound by these three snares, three types of eshanas. Eshanas means the mental strong attachments, very specific strong attachment specific to each individual. Eshana. What are these three strong attachments? One is called in Vedanta Vittaishane or Vittaishana. Another one is called Lokaishana or Lokaishane. The third one is called Putraishana or Putraishana. So there are three Eshanas. One is Lokaishana, second Vittaishana, then Putraishana. What is that? Now one by one, there is no any order of seniority here. All the three are important. You take, for example, Vittaishana. Vitta in Sanskritam means wealth, Aishwarya. Vitta andra Aishwarya. Vittaishana means your innate, by birth to till death, your attachment, your attraction, your longing, your urge, your basic instinctive urge to have more and more wealth. The wealth is in the form of money, liquid money, or in the form of assets, or in the form of gold, or in the form of land, in the form of stocks, debentures, mutual funds, fixed deposits, jewelry, diamonds, anything it can be. So Vitta refers to wealth. Everyone, poor or rich, is attracted towards it. He has that Eshana, Vittaishana, to make, to urge is there to make more money. ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಸಂಪಾದಿಸುವ ಮನೋಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ವಿತ್ತೈಷಣ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ರೂ ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪುತ್ರೈಷಣ. ಪುತ್ರ means santati, progeny, your children. Putra also here means putri. Understood? So putra means your progeny, your children. Everyone is interested to have children. Hardly you find a minuscule percentage who don't want to have child of their own. But in general, in the entire world, what is that the Vedanta says? Everyone wants to have children for their own sake, for their selfish sake, so that they will grow, they become older, and when they become old enough, they will look after their parents. They will be a sort of a helping hand to the parents. Not only that, their race will continue. their family lineage will continue when they have children, and the children again get married and they have their own children. So the family lineage will continue, and the children will perform the funeral rites and other anniversary, shraddha, apara karmas for the parents who depart. So these are the points. So everyone wants to have children. Putraishana. Third one is Lokaishana. What is Lokaishana? To get name and fame in the world, in simple. ಲೋಕಾಯುಷಣೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಾನುರಾಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರವಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಮನ್ನಣೆಯಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಗೌರವ, ಕೀರ್ತಿ, ಅಂತಸ್ತನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಬೇಕು, ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಬೇಕು, ಜನರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಶಂಸೆಯನ್ನ ಪಡಿಬೇಕು. ಲೋಕಾಯುಷಣೆ. ಜನರು ತನ್ನನ್ನ ಹೊಗಳ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಲೋಕಾಯುಷಣೆ. ಪುತ್ರೈಷಣೆ. ಸಂತಾನ ಬೇಕು. So these three Yeshanas are called Yeshana Trayas. Nobody is devoid of them. Please imagine how Vedanta is clear and how Acharya is going to explain the same thing, same concept. Now, in your previous birth, just think for a second. Just concentrate on what is being said now. In the previous birth, the human birth, presumably, always remember, in the previous birth also you had a family, you had your parents, you had your children, and you strived hard to make more and more money. You wanted to have a name and fame, you wanted to have more money, your own family property, house, whatever it is, jewels, gold, that was there, tendency was there. Previous to that previous birth, same thing was there. So in all the previous births, if you go on thinking, the same tendency was there. So in this birth also, same tendency is continuing. This is samskara, vasana, strong feeling. These Yeshanas they are the binding factors. They have bound you to samsara, so that repeatedly you die and again you are born. You die and again you are born. ಈ ಯೇಷಣಾತ್ರಯಗಳಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಪುತ್ರೈಷಣೆ, ಲೋಕೈಷಣೆ, ವಿತ್ತೈಷಣೆ, ಇವುಗಳಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನ, ಜೀವವನ್ನ, ಜೀವಿಯನ್ನ ಸಂಸಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮಾಯಿ. ಸಂಸಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಯೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹುಟ್ಟೋದು ಆಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇದೆ. ಪುನರಪಿ ಜನರಂ ಪುನರಪಿ ಮರಣಂ ಜಠರೇ ಜನನಿ ಪುನರಪಿ ಶಯನಂ. ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಮೋಹಮುದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹುಟ್ಟೋದು, ಅದೇ ಸಂಸಾರ. ಯೇಷಣಾತ್ರಯಗಳಿಂದ ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಈಗ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಲೋಕಾನುವರ್ತನಂ ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ದೇಹಾನುವರ್ತನಂ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಾನುವರ್ತನಂ ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಸಾಪನಯಂ ಕುರು. ಲೋಕಾನುವರ್ತನಂ ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ದೇಹಾನುವರ್ತನಂ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಾನುವರ್ತನಂ ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಸಾಪನಯಂ ಕುರು. ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡು, ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಕು, ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕು. ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದ ಆದೇಶ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಂದ ಶಿಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ, ಮುಮುಕ್ಷುವಿಗೆ, ಸಾಧಕನಿಗೆ. ಏನು? ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡು, ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ, ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಒಳಗಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಡ. ತ್ಯಕ್ತ್ವಾ, ಬಿಡು. ಏನ್ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು? ಲೋಕಾನುವರ್ತನಂ, ದೇಹಾನುವರ್ತನಂ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಾನುವರ್ತನಂ. ಲೋಕವನ್ನ ಅನುವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ, ಅನುಸರಿಸೋದನ್ನ, ದೇಹಾನುವರ್ತನಂ, ದೇಹವನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸೋದನ್ನ, ನಿನ್ನ ಶರೀರವನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದನ್ನ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಾನುವರ್ತನಂ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳು, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಸ್ವ ಅಧ್ಯಾಸ ಅಪನಯಂ ಕುರು. ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬಿಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಅಧ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ದೇಹ, ನಾನು ಶರೀರ, ನಾನು ಇಂಥವಳು, ಅದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಅಧ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ ತಿರಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇವು ಮೂರು ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ತ್ಯಕ್ವಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್. ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆದೇಶ, ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಟು ದಿ ಲರ್ನೆಡ್ ಶಿಷ್ಯ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಜಿಜ್ಞಾಸು. ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಸೇಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಲೋಕಾನುವರ್ತನಂ, ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ದೇಹಾನುವರ್ತನಂ, ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಾನುವರ್ತನಂ. ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಸ ಅಪನಯಂ ಕುರು, ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಸ ಅಪನಯಂ ಕುರು. He ends the shloka. Apanayam kuru means now totally you remove that false superimposed feeling, false identification that you are the body. Adhyasa, false notion. What is a false notion? Adhyasa here. Adhyasa means you are confusing yourself to be the body. Superimposition, false identification is adhyasa. Always please remember. So Acharya says that. Lokanuvartanam, give up. What is that? Following the world. Following the world means what? Always people tend to, everyone, rich or poor, he thinks that he's always correct. And then he also says, people should not blame me. I should live in such a way that everybody should praise me. I should go according to the customs and rituals of my neighbors, my people, my surrounding people, my village people, my countryside people, my people of the city where I live. So I should follow the customs. I should follow what everybody others do normally. I should do in the same way. In everything I should follow the natural customs and rituals and sampradaya. That is lokanuvartana. Why? Because people should not mistake. People should not point out that I am something different. People should not make fun of me. ಜನಗಳು ನನ್ನ ನಿಂದನೆ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ವ್ಯಂಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಆಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಬರಬಾರದು. ಈ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ತನ್ನ ವರ್ತನೆ, ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಲೋಕಾನುವರ್ತನೆ. ಸೊ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ, ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಟು ದ ಫುಲ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್. Whether you believe in or not, you simply blindly follow so many customs. Why? You are living in the society. You always think that people may talk ill of you if you talk truth only. You always feel that if I live in a simple way, knowingly that I am not the body, if I tell others that, look, I am not the body, I am Atma Swarupa, people will laugh at you. So you are afraid. That means your ego is still there. Where is the question of you becoming Atma Swarupa? See, you feel hurt when people, when they talk ill of you in front of you or behind you. The moment you think you are hurt, your ego is hurt. The ego is very strong. So nobody is devoid of this ego. Nobody is devoid of this. People live in the society, in the world, not outside the world, but as a part of the world. They go along with the world. What others do, they also do the same. Except, please remember, a jnani, knowingly well, he lives in the world of Maya, but he always detaches completely himself from the Maya or the world itself. All other ajnanis who are not Brahmavits, who are not realized, follow the world. That is lokanuvartana. So that is because of your ego, because of individuality. So as long as it is there, how can you claim yourself to be Atma Swarupa? How can you say Soham? This is what Acharya is hinting and then telling his disciple. Lokanuvartanam tyaktva, dehanuvartanam tyaktva. Then ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು. ಈ ಶರೀರ ನಾನು ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಾವನೆ ಬಲವಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ಏನು ಬೇಡ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಶರೀರವನ್ನ ಪೋಷಿಸ್ತೇವೆ, ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಶರೀರ, ನಾನು ಶರೀರ, ನಾನು ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸ್ವಂತ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನ, ಸ್ವಂತ ಶರೀರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಂಥ ಅಭಿಮಾನ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು. ಸೊ ದೇಹಾನುವರ್ತನ means what? Pampering your body. Pampering your body. Why? Because you want to look attractive. You want to present yourself in a nice way, as in English, gentlemanly way. You don't want to present in the form of a low-level person or a person with tamasa vritti or a person who is below the level. People may laugh at you. So when you go to a big function, you always wear a formal dress. Americans, a Western philosophy, a Western culture. Formal dress, not a casual dress. You don't wear jeans or Bermudas to a big meeting in your company. When you're attending a meeting in a big company, in a multinational company, or in any other big organization, or if you're a topmost executive, will you go in a Bermuda or without a tie, without a suit? Look at the politicians, big people in all the meetings. How do they behave? They follow the basic etiquette. That is exactly pampering the body. Dehanuvartanam. You neatly comb your hair, pamper your body, apply all the beautifying creams and lotions. If you're a female, you apply so many beautiful etc., all the facilities to beautify yourself so that you are presenting in a wonderful way. Nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that. That is called Dehanuvartana, pampering the body. So the more you pamper the body, your ego is rising that I am this body. That's the point. So from Vedantic point of view, Acharya is talking here. Don't pamper your body too much. Your ego will rise. Your ahankara will rise. I am the body. Then Shastranuvartanam tektva. This is an important. Now here, Acharya is using Shastra word. Lokanuvartanam, Dehanuvartanam, Shastranuvartanam. Not Vittaishanam. Vittaishanam here, according to Acharya, in these shlokas, will come either in the Lokanuvartana or Dehanuvartana. But he is specifically using one term for the sadhakas, ajnanis like us. Specifically. Give up Shastranuvartana. ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸೋದನ್ನು ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್? ವೈ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್? ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅನುವರ್ತನ. Give up reading, excessive reading of all types of books and scriptural books or Vedantic books or whatever it is. Give up reading, excessive reading. Don't go behind the reading. Too much of reading. No. Give up. Injunction by Acharya. Why? This is the point with the insight you have to understand. Give up Shastranuvartanam means, as Mahaswami writes in the Bhashya, other than the scriptures, Upanishads, which profusely, unequivocally talk about realization, moksha, emancipation, Advaita Siddhi, all other scriptures which deal with mundane karmakandas, mundane activities, karmas, as shown in Vedas, all those things, including upasanas, including homa, the nature, the method of conducting a homa, or yaga or yajna or various types of upasanas, various types of stotras. You recite this followed by that. So if there are 100 gods, 100 stotras every day recite. You read the glory of Lord Hanuman, and again you read the stotra on Ganapati, you read stotra on Bhagavati, you read stotra on Rama, you read stotras on Navagrahas, 9 planets. So one by one, you go on reading and recite. This is Shastrana work. Without knowing, without having complete insight, reading, excessive reading of scriptures which don't help you, put you on the line of path of jnana marga or realization or path of total surrender or devotion, all these things will distract you from the main, your object. Your basic object is to reach God. So they will distract your basic purpose of life is to realize who you are. These shastras will detach. They will detract you from the main line. They will take you to the side line. So you get more and more confused. That's what Acharya. ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಪ್ರಯೋಜಕ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳು, ಮೋಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇತುವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳು, ಅದ್ವೈತ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ 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 ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರೀ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ 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 ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಮುಳುಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಜಾರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ ಉದ್ದೇಶ? ಆತ್ಮಾನುಭವ ಹೊಂದಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಆತ್ಮ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರ ಹೊಂದಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಇದ್ದವನಿಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಾನುವರ್ತ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸ್ವ ಅಧ್ಯಾಸ ಅಪನಯಂ ಕುರು. ಸೊ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ದೀಸ್ 3: following the world, lokanuvartana, following your, pampering your body, your physical body, dehanuvartana, and reading endlessly, excessively. Shastranuvartana. Give up that. So adhyasa apanayam kuru. So this superimposing feeling that you are the body, because of that, because of ahankara, because of ego, you are doing all these things. Allah. Your ahankara is pampered, ego is bloated, because of that you are doing. So give up all. Give up this false identity. So adhyasa apanayam kuru. Give up. Remove. Apanayam kuru means you change your vision. Turn your vision more inward. That is the meaning. He continues again. The next look. Lokavasanaya janto shastravasanaya picha dehavasanaya jnanam yathavannaiva jayate. Lokavasanaya janto shastravasanaya picha dehavasanaya jnanam yathavannaiva jayate. Yathavat naiva na iva jayate. Yathavannaiva jayate. Yathavat na iva jayate. Which yathavat na jayate? Jnanam yathavat na eva jayate. The jnana will not dawn at all. The realization will never occur. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಉಂಟು ಆಗೋಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಜ್ಞಾನ? ಪಾರಮಾರ್ಥಿಕವಾದ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾತ್ಮ ಏಕತ್ವ ಜ್ಞಾನ. ನಿಜವಾದ ನಾನು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಸ್ವರೂಪನೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನಾನು ಆ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮವೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಅನುಭೂತಿ, ಸ್ವಯಂ ಅನುಭೂತಿ, ಅದು ನಿಜವಾದ ಜ್ಞಾನ. ಆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಉಂಟೇ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ಜ್ಞಾನಂ ಯಥಾವನ್ನೈವ ಜಾಯತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? Why Acharya says like that? Because he says, Lokavasanaya janto shastravasanaya picha dehavasanaya jnanam yathavat na eva jayate. So because, look, my dear disciple, because of Lokavasana, as I said earlier in the previous talk, because of Shastravasana, because of Dehavasana, Yathartha Jnana will not dawn in your Antakkara. The realization will never occur in your inner self. You will never understand and reach Godhead and become that. You will never get Bhagavad Sakshat. You will never get Atma Sakshat. Why? Because of the Lokavasana, Shastravasana, Dehavasana. Always following the world, worldly customs, always pampering your body, keeping your body fit and trim, presenting your body, thinking that you are the body, you present the body to the world so that as far as possible you want to look more gentleman, more decent to other people. Dehavasana. Then Shastravasana. Reading and reading and reading, immersed in reading. You have seen people. So here, Chandrasekhar Bharati Mahaswamigal on the Bhashya, on this sloka, he gives the example. For Shastravasana, one example. Taken from Jivan Mukti Viveka Grantha, a treatise, Prakarana Grantha, written by Sage Vidyaranya Muni, who was responsible for the formation of Vijayanagara dynasty in South India in 13th century, by middle of 13th century. And the same sage Vidyaranya Muni, a great Brahmajnani, was also the 12th Peethadipati, Jagat Guru of Sringeri Sri Sharada Math. Apart from his famous Prakarana Grantha on Vedanta, the highest treatise on Vedanta, called Panchadashi, Sri Vidyaranya Mahamuni also has written another famous philosophical treatise, book called Jivan Mukti Viveka. 13ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಮುನಿಗಳು ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ವಿವೇಕ ಎಂಬ ತಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಂಥದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸನಾಕ್ಷಯ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಈ ವಾಸನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ವಾಸನಾಕ್ಷಯ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಅದನ್ನು ವಿವರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ವಾಸನೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ವಿವೇಕ, he deals with the Shastra Vasana so beautifully, even relevant today. What is according to Vidyaranya Muni say Shastra Vasana? Mahaswami writes in his Bhashya on that. There are 3 types of Shastra Vasana in Jiva, human, learned human, who are more attached to read. Excessive reading. Their life is full of reading. It's a passion. So the 3 types. One is called Patha Vyasana. Patha Vyasana. What is that? Patha Vyasana means go on reading, go on reading, go on reading, go on reading, one after another, one after another. Patha Vyasana. For that, there is a beautiful example how this is a waste of time. Excessive reading. Once you know the truth, there is no question of reading anymore. You have to give up that. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Maharaj always used to say that. Throw all your books into Ganga, he used to say. The meaning is, the more you read, the more you get confused. The more you read all different darshanas of Indian philosophy, the more you read, like say for example, you want to read the Nyaya Darshana, you want to read Sankhya Darshana, you want to read Vaisheshika Darshana, you want to read Patanjali Yoga Darshana Shastra, you want to read Jaimini Maharshi's Purva Mimamsa Shastra, you want to read Badarayana Kruta, Uttara Mimamsa, Brahma Sutra. You want to read Buddhism, you want to read Jainism, You want to read Charvakism. You want to read books on Shakta, system of philosophy. Where is the end? You want to read Advaita, you want to read Vishishtadvaita, you want to read Dvaita philosophy. Where is the end? Ultimately, you end up totally confused, because the more you read, more you try to digest, more you try to understand, the essence is lost. What is the essence? The purpose of life is to realize, to know who I am, not reading one after another Shastras. If the whole life is lost in reading only, what is the use? That is exact Athavyasana. Vidyarana Muni Mahaswami writes there, and Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswami gives the example. See the Bharadwaja example. Bharadwaja Muni, Bharadwaja sage, wanted to read completely and understand thoroughly the Vedas. So he decided to read. So entire one lifespan he spent. He could not complete reading of Vedas. So he requested Prajapati Brahma to lease him one more life. Brahma agreed. Creator Brahma agreed. So second life he got. He went on, continued reading and understanding Vedas. Second life also went away. Then third life was given to him upon his request. He went on reading Vedas, still not satisfied. Third life also went away, and the fourth life also went away. 4 lives. Bharadwaja Muni wasted. So almost by the end of the 4th life, God became so compassionate, merciful. Then God came down and initiated him into Bhakti Marga, Ananya Bhakti Marga. Forget reading all the Vedas. You wasted already 4 lives. What for? 4 lives you have wasted. So stop reading Vedas. Now, think of the Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti will take you to the ultimate goal. So Bharadwaja Muni understood the importance of it. What happens, excessive reading is a waste of time, energy, money, and your life also. That is Patha Vyasana. Second one, Acharya Mahaswami writes, taking from Jivan Mukti Viveka example. Second type of Vyasana is what is called as Shastra Vyasana. Shastra Vyasana. What is Shastra Vyasana? Always you are very cautious of all the scriptures, holy books you have read, and you want to show to the world that you have read so many books. So, to show to the world, you carry all the books with you. Huge pile of books with you, written in the papyrus line, the leaves, parchment leaves, golden type, all those, carrying. So, by carrying such bag full of books, you want to show to the world that you are a Shastradhyayi. Durvasa Muni ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅವರು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಗಂಟನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ತಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಶಿಷ್ಯರ ಮೂಲಕ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಗಂಟು. ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದುರ್ವಾಸ ಮುನಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕೈಲಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಪರಶಿವನ ದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಈ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಗಂಟುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರಂತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಪರಶಿವನಿಗೆ ಕೈಲಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಾಶಿವನಿಗೆ ಗುಣಗಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸ್ತೋತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಭಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ. ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಗಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ದೇವರ್ಷಿ, ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ನಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರಂತೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನಕ್ಕು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ, ದೂರ್ವಾಸ ಮುನಿಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲಾ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಗಂಟನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಗಂಧದ ಹೊರೆಯನ್ನ ಕತ್ತೆ ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಕ್ಕು ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಸೊ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ Shastravasana means always attached to holy scriptures and to show to the world that you know everything. You know everything. And you quote all the Shastras in front of others. Shastravasana. That's the example. So Acharya calls it here. Lokavasanaya janto shastravasanaya picha dehavasanaya jnanam yathavat naiva jayate. So by all these dambachara, by the show off, to pamper the world, to show off yourself, you will never get realized. Because your ahankara is more and more, instead of being annihilated, it is growing up. It is bloating up. ಅಹಂಕಾರ ನಾಶ ಆಗೋ ಬದಲು ವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಾಸನೆಗಳಿಂದ. So next he goes to the next shloka to make it very clear. ಸಂಸಾರ ಕಾರಾಗ್ರಹ ಮೋಕ್ಷಮಿಚ್ಛೋ ಅಯೋಮಯಂ ಪಾದ ನಿಬದ್ಧ ಶೃಂಖಲಂ ವದಂತಿ ತಜ್ಞಾಃ ಪಟುವಾಸನಾತ್ರಯಂ ಯೋ ಅಸ್ಮಾತ್ ವಿಮುಕ್ತಃ ಸಮುಪೈತಿ ಮುಕ್ತಿಂ. ಸಂಸಾರ ಕಾರಾಗ್ರಹ ಮೋಕ್ಷಮಿಚ್ಛೋ ಅಯೋಮಯಂ ಪಾದ ನಿಬದ್ಧ ಶೃಂಖಲಂ ವದಂತಿ ತಜ್ಞಾಃ ಪಟುವಾಸನಾತ್ರಯಂ ಯಸ್ಮಾತ್ ವಿಮುಕ್ತಃ ಸಮುಪೈತಿ ಮುಕ್ತಿಂ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಸರಪಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಂದಿಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾರಾಗೃಹದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಕೈದಿಗಳಿಗೆ. ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಸರಪಳಿಯಿಂದ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪಟುವಾಸನಾತ್ರಯಂ, ಈ ಮೂರು ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ, ಯಾವುದು? ಲೋಕವಾಸನೆ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವಾಸನೆ, ದೇಹವಾಸನೆ. ಈ ಮೂರು ಬಲವಾದ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಸರಪಳಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಲವಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ವಾಸನೆಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಸರಪಳಿಗಳು. ಇದನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು ಮೋಕ್ಷವನ್ನ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿಗೆ ಹಂಬಲಿಸ್ತಾರೋ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಈ ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಸರಪಳಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಯಾರು ಇದರಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಹೊಂದುತ್ತಾರೋ ವಾಸನೆಗಳಿಂದ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಸಮುಪೈತಿ ಮುಕ್ತಿ, ನಿಜವಾದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದ ಅರ್ಥ. Acharya is giving an example. Just like in the prison, when the prisoner is completely tied by the iron shackles, iron fetters, and he cannot escape. Same way, the three vasanas, Patu Vasanatrayam, the three vasanas, Loka Vasana, Deha Vasana, Shastra Vasana, the three, they have, bound you in the iron ropes, iron fetters, the iron shackles on your legs. Ayomayam pada nibadda shankhalam. They completely, they have bound your own legs so that you can't escape from the prison called samsara. Samsara karagraha moksha micho. Anyone who wants to escape from this prison called samsara, he is bound by these three vasanas in the form of iron ropes or fetters. So you cannot escape. So anybody who can cut down the three vasanas, who consciously gives up deha vasana, consciously gives up loka vasana, consciously gives up shastra vasana, only he is eligible for realization. Only such a person, such a jijnasu, eligible for moksha. Yo asmad vimuktah samupaiti muktim vadanti tajna. So, knowers of the truth, Brahmajnanis, tajnaha means here, knowers of the truth, Brahmavits, Brahmajnanis, Atmavits, great Mahatmans, vadanti. That is how they speak. That is how they say. You give up these three vasanas, then only you are eligible for realization or mukti, moksha. Otherwise, no. This is a beautiful point Acharya is rendering here. on these vasanas. And in the next shloka, he gives an example. Now he takes, see, in the next shloka, ಮುಂದಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶಬ್ದ ಅಗರು ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಒಂದು ಗಿಡ. ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಗರು, ಅಗರು ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದ ಇದೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಅಗರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ವೃಕ್ಷ, ಅದರ ರೆಂಬೆಗಳು ಅದು ನೀರಿನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಕಾಲ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ದುರ್ವಾಸನಾಯುಕ್ತ ನೀರು, ಕಲುಷಿತ ನೀರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ, ಪಾಚಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸೇರಿ ಆ ಕೊಳೆತ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅಗರಿನ ತುಂಡು, ಈ ವೃಕ್ಷದ ತುಂಡು, ಮರದ ತುಂಡು ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ದುರ್ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಕೊಳೆಯಾದ ಕಶ್ಮಲವಾದ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಾದಿ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ. ಆ ಕೊಳೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದುರ್ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ನೀರಿನ ಪ್ರಭಾವ, ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕೊಳಚೆ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳ ಪ್ರಭಾವದಿಂದ. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ತೊಳೆದು 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 ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ತಿಕ್ತಾ ತಿಕ್ತಾ, ಗಂಧದ ಕಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಗಂಧವನ್ನ ತೆಯ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಅಗರನ್ನ ತಿಕ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕೊಳೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಅಗರಿನ ಸುವಾಸನೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮೂಗಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ವಾಸನಾತ್ರಯಗಳ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಅನುಮಾನ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಿಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಸನೆಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಕೊಳೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಮುಚ್ಚೋಗಿದೆ, ಆತ್ಮ ಸ್ವರೂಪವೇ ಮುಚ್ಚೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಈ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ, ವಾಟ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಸೇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಜಲಾದಿ ಸಂಸರ್ಗ ವಶಾತ್ ಪ್ರಭೂತ ದುರ್ಗಂಧ ಧೂತಾಗರು ದಿವ್ಯವಾಸನ ಸಂಘರ್ಷಣೇನೈವ ವಿಭಾತಿ ಸಮ್ಯಕ್ ವಿಧೂಯಮಾನೆ ಸತಿ ಬಾಹ್ಯಗಂಧೆ. ಜಲಾದಿ ಸಂಸರ್ಗ ವಶಾತ್ ಪ್ರಭೂತ ದುರ್ಗಂಧ ಧೂತಾಗರು ದಿವ್ಯವಾಸನ ಸಂಘರ್ಷಣೇನೈವ ವಿಭಾತಿ ಸಮ್ಯಕ್ ವಿಧೂಯಮಾನೆ ಸತಿ ಬಾಹ್ಯಗಂಧೆ. ಬಾಹ್ಯಗಂಧೆ ವಿಧೂಯಮಾನೆ ಸತಿ. When the outer covering of impurity, the algal material, this green scum material emanating foul smell on the dead wood of agar, agaru, Sanskritam word, this plant, this small tree is called agaru in Sanskritam. In English, there is one word used. I have not seen this. Agalokam word is used. A plant or a small tree called agalokam. Agolocum. Agalokam. In Sanskritam, it is called agaru because, see, when it is in the water medium, dirty water medium, it is covered by the green scum. For staying in the water for so many days and months and years, if you lift that wooden piece of agaru plant, agalokam, when you smell it, it gives you the bad odor because of impurities on the surface. If you go on rubbing it on the stone, washing it and rubbing it and washing it completely, just like the sandalwood is rubbed on the stone, what happens? The outer impurities will go away, and this agalokam wood will show you, will smell the original fragrance, so that the original odor you can smell. It's a beautiful, enchanting odor, people say. The original fragrance is covered by filth in the water medium on this, the body of the dead wood. Remove the outer filth, original fragrance will come. So you go on rubbing it, washing and rubbing it against the rocky surface. That is what the example. The divine fragrance you can feel only when it is cleaned from the outer filth covered on this dead wood called the material in the water medium called agaru plant. Agalokam, this example he is giving here. Jaladi samsarga vashat prabhota durgandha dota agaru divya vasana. Sangarshanenaiva vibhati samyak vidhuyamane sati bahyagandhe. Bahyagandhe sati vidhuyamane samyak sangarshanenaiva vibhati. So original smell you can smell, the odor you can smell only when the outer impure bad odor is removed. Just like as the example Acharya is giving here. Example is giving. The vasanas are like the bad odor. They have covered your psyche, your antakarana. Your antakarana is completely covered by your own vasanas, your own samskaras. Until those vasanas are purified, samskaras are purified, you exhibit the same tendencies to others which you have carried from your previous births, number of births. So with that, you will never reach Godhead at all, because the vasanas bind you to the samsara. Your ego is bloating and floating up instead of going down. So that is the example Acharya is giving. So once again, I stop here at this shloka number 272. So next 2 Sundays, in all probability, because of the shifting of our relocation from one area to another area in Bangalore. So next Sunday, that is what we call 29th August, and also the coming Sunday after that, September 5th. The 2 Sundays, the Vyakhana will not be there. You have to bear with me and excuse me for my inability in non-availability. So with the Guru Sankalpa, I am closing it here today. Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Hari Om. Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwar. Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om.
Thank you. Thank you. We are going to miss you for the next 2 weeks.
True.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Hari Om, sir.
Hari
May
Om.
divine grace be.